Hello, welcome back to Story Motor. I'm Vern. Today's story is entitled The Leopard Woman. Once upon a time, in a small African village, there lived a man, a woman, who prepared for a long journey through the bush to meet her parents in a faraway village. The woman strapped their baby to her back along with two gourds, one filled with water and the other filled with corn. Tucked under her arms was a pot, a bag of medicinal herbs, and a digging stick. They walked through the paths overgrown with vines and bushes. The man carried his hunting knife and spear. After walking for miles, the baby started crying. He was hungry. They reached a big shaded tree. The woman untied the baby from her back and nursed it. When she had finished feeding him, she again tied him to her back. As the husband slept under the shade tree, she collected firewood, dug for roots and yams. After preparing a meal, she and her husband ate. Early the next morning, they continued their tedious journey. Later on in the day, the baby whimpered because it was hungry. At that time, they were near a lake and thought it was a good place to stop to nurse the baby and refill the gourd with water. As the child lay on the ground near the mom, she pounded the corn to make cornbread and hummed a song to the baby. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. The continuous pounding did not wake her husband, who slept nearby. That afternoon, they ate the last of what they had, but the man was not satisfied. He wanted more. They had nothing more to eat. The man said, "We have one more day's journey. I need to eat some meat to give me strength or I will pass out." The woman noticed a herd of bush cows grazing nearby. Then she said to the man, "Look, I have a proposition for you. How about you use your spear to chase down and kill one of those bush cows over there? Bring it back and use your knife to skin it. Then I'll cook it for us." With an aggravated look on his face, the man snapped at the woman. "You have the power to transform yourself into anything you want. Why don't you change yourself to a leopard right now and you catch a bush cow for us?" The woman asked, "Are you serious? Or are you joking?" "I mean it. Do it now," he answered angrily. "Husband, are you sure that's what you want?" "Do it," he yelled. The woman looked at the baby that was asleep on the ground. Doom, 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 doom. Immediately spotted fur grew all over her body. A sharp nose and ears, along with big, wide, red eyes, appeared. Her mouth filled with sharp, pointed fangs. She removed her clothing and knelt on the ground. Doom, 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 doom. Razor-sharp claws grew where her hands and feet had been. Doom, 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 doom. Beneath her spotted fur, the woman's muscles enlarged and lengthened. Doom, 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 doom. Her senses sharpened. Doom, 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 doom. Her teeth exposed. Doom, 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 doom. She snarled at the man facing her. Rah! The woman, the wife, the mother, doom, 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 had transformed herself into a leopard. Staring at him with fiery eyes, the leopard growled, "Ah!" The man cringed. "Oh!" He panicked and bolted to the nearest tree. He scaled its trunk and was almost at the very top when he remembered the child on the ground. He looked back, and the leopard woman was headed for the baby. but he was too afraid to try to save it. So he continued to climb to the top of the tree and hid behind the leaves to save himself. When the leopard woman saw that the man was terrified, in a few bounds, the leopard woman was at the foot of the tree, circling around it and staring at the man crouched on the limb in the tree. In an instant, she could have leaped up and dragged him down to the ground. Then the baby woke up and started crying. The animal sniffed the squirming bundle that lay on the ground, feeling the animal's hot breath on his face and seeing her sharp, toothy grin. The baby cried. Looking away with closed eyes, the man trembled in fear for the baby. But the leopard woman sprang over the baby and went after the herd of bush cows. Doing what the man had asked her, the leopard woman singled out a single bush cow grazing along. She jumped on the back, sinked her teeth around his neck, and brought it down. She dragged the animal back to the foot of the tree and dumped it. She skinned it and prepared it for their meal. Still at the top of the tree, trembling, the man called down to her, "Change back! Change back!" The fur and fangs receded. Dum, 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 dum. Her claws receded. Boom, boom, dum, dum. Her keen senses diminished. The woman stood up on her two legs in front of the man and returned to herself. But the man was still too afraid to come down from that tree. The woman put on her clothes, picked up and cuddled the baby. When the man touched the ground, he could not even look at the woman. Then he said, "Never do that again. You might have killed me." Boom, 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 boom. "Yes," she said, "but I chose not to." Boom, 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 boom. She smiled as she brought the baby to her breast. She said, boom, 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 boom. "The power of my transformation lives within me. I can call on it at my will, but it must always be my choice to do so." Thank you for stopping by and listening to another story. Come back as often as you like. I'll be happy to have you. Goodbye for now.